There's one there. I can't film it. We just made it to Amsterdam in the Netherlands. It is our first time here. Happy to be here.
Yeah, so we're on a 10-hour layover, so let's go see what we can find.
But now let's figure out this train thing. We gotta figure out what train we need to take.
I'm pretty sure it's this one.
Coming straight from Kenya, it's a little chilly around here. It's about like 14 degrees right now, something like that.
Train number 2.
You started it. So first impression, I have to say, like, the architecture is just beautiful, and we're like a little bit more like outside of Amsterdam, which is the capital right now. So it's more like a small town feel, like where you're from, a little village girl.
So we don't know why yet. I'm pretty sure there is an importance, but it smells like chocolate everywhere you go with the wind blowing.
So we'll try to solve the chocolate mystery later. The smell is insane. I wish you guys could smell it. Otherwise, right now we're gonna go check out the windmills, which is a World UNESCO Heritage Site. Probably the most popular things to do here around Amsterdam. We're just like over a bridge right now, and we can see them at a distance, and they are very, very nice. It's very special to see.
Mystery solved. We're beside a factory that is called Zaanse. And they make cocoa powders. So the way the wind is blowing, I think it's just blowing the smell over here. But I don't mind it. It's glorious.
So I guess we're gonna have to buy chocolate later?
I would love to buy some chocolate from that chocolate factory.
So we just arrived in like a little village looking place just before the windmills. It's mainly like, you know, shops and restaurants and things like that. I don't think anyone lives here, but this is like one of the cutest places I've ever been in my life. And you know when I would love to come back here? Christmas. Ooh. This screams Christmas magic to me. Just made it to a cute little shop where Tracy wants to buy everything. As usual, she likes shops just like her mother.
Yeah. They're huge.
So windmills, here are a few fun facts about them, because it wouldn't be one of our videos without all my fun facts. They started back in the 12th century. At its peak, Netherlands had up to 9,000 different windmills around the country. They have today about 1,000, and they serve all kinds of different purpose. First of all, it was to pump water, but also to grind different things like corn, but also like the mustard that we saw in there. They were making different kinds of oil. So yeah, they were serving all kinds of purpose.
And also grind cocoa powder. Now it's time to explore through the food, because I've heard you can get samples of cheese here. So I'm actually really hungry. So let's see if we can get some cheese.
Because the only thing that's better than cheese, it's free cheese. Welcome to the cheese experience tasting in shop.
This is the place to be.
So the Henry Willig cheese factory, I guess, very worth a visit, because you can eat so much cheese for free in there. And we also bought one to share with my parents, because we're gonna go meet them in Portugal actually later on today. A beer cheese.
It's actually
super
really good.
They had a bunch of unique stuff with like chili and garlic and stuff, but also like whiskey, which was tasting way too much like whiskey.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
Lavender, which was a blue cheese, super good. Blue only in color. Yeah.
Orange and clove. But I would say my top favorite though was the smoked cheese.
Yeah.
It tasted like you were eating pepperoni.
If you like
so
cheese,
good.
have a stop here.
Hey, can we get one of your Stroopwafles? So we got a fresh Stroopwafle, freshly baked.
Everything you expected and more. So Stroopwafle is one of the things that you have to try in terms of food when you come to the Netherlands. Very nice. We not only solved the chocolate smell mystery, we also just found the chocolate that is made from the cocoa powder right down the street.
So. And typical Tracy cannot wear white without getting it dirty. So I have caramel all over me. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
No, but I didn't expect it to be wrapped like this.
Chocolate for breakfast?
Why not? That's pretty good chocolate. Not the best one I ever had, but no. I like it.
But I like the caramel with sea salt.
These are some of the few windmills that are still maintained to this day, fully functional, and it's truly like a piece of history. So I left Tracy for a few minutes to go take some extra shot of those beautiful windmill, and I'm walking back to like the center of that little village. $10 that she's gonna be inside the chocolate store. Chocolate store. And Tracy.
So we were passing by the shop and everyone was coming out with hot chocolate. So I'm like, that sounds like the place to be. And it smelled like chocolate coming in from it. So they basically use the local cocoa powder and then you add your sugar and your milk and you make it yourself there. It's really good. I would say it's more on like the dark side of a hot chocolate, which is fantastic. I love that. But yeah, now David has to try it because it's so good.
That's really nice. A little bitter. It's pretty nice. Pretty good, but it has nothing on the one we had at Lindt in Switzerland, I have to say.
Different. This is classic Dave and Tracy. We're walking along and like a bunch of people come out of a shop having like the same type of food and we're like, what is that? Do we want it? So we're going to see if we want it.
Okay, we just got this Straatkindel, something like that, sorry I can't pronounce it. I think it's like some sort of like cheesy bread. That's pretty good. You know what's mine?
We share. It's got like crushed Parmesan cheese all around it.
So windmills, definitely something we highly suggest. Super fun. We spent way more time here than we expected. But now,
yeah,
please.
Now we're going to a market called Albert.
I'll put it on the screen.
No, I have to say too though, like going to the windmills first, it gave us such a great first impression of this place too. Like the people have been so nice, yeah. And I don't know if it's just because it's a touristy spot. That's what we're gonna find out.
We'll see in Amsterdam Central.
But so far, like
great people.
Fantastic.
And we made it back to town. And one first impression: this is the most bike-friendly country/city I've ever seen in my life. There's more bikes than there are cars.
So welcome to the market. Name on the screen because I can't pronounce it. They seem to have a little bit of everything, so we're gonna walk around and see what we can find. But if I'm correct, it's actually the largest one in Amsterdam. So yeah. The sign says traditional chicken meatballs. I don't know. Maybe they got us. They did get us, but let's try it.
Is it the best chicken of Amsterdam?
I have nothing to compare it to, so it's hard to tell.
That's pretty good chicken. So we did have a Stroopwafle earlier today, but this, according to the internet, is the best in all of Amsterdam. So we have to try.
With like hundreds of reviews, 5 stars.
And a very long line.
Total 5 stars.
Gotta wait.
And is he cameraman?
Yes, he is.
He film you the whole day?
All day, every day.
Beautiful day.
I know, right?
Nice photo shoot. We put the ball inside. This one we slice exactly in 2 parts. That's the difficult part. That's 1, that's 2. You see how thin it is. Here on this side, the syrup comes between, and the other side goes on top. We turn around and it's sticky. Do you have chocolate?
Yes.
The chocolate go on half. You know why? Only on half?
Good question.
You have to start always on my father's side. Rudi's original. Then you taste them both.
Sounds perfect.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy,
so
yeah?
much.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Another example of how people of the Netherlands are so nice. He
They
just
were
showed
just
us how
so
they were
wholesome.
making it, like very, very nice.
He's like, you're filming it, well then watch the entire process.
So basically, his dad actually started the business in that food truck here at that market back in 1978, and they've been here making those Stroopwafle ever since. And they became the best.
So now we have to
Check it out.
go between the two. Oh, okay, I can already tell you.
So they only put chocolate on one side because they want you to taste the original one first. Oh my god, that's insane! Like that, like the first one that we had, not even comparable. Okay, continuing our self-made food tour around Amsterdam.
I think I did pretty well on this
Yeah.
tour.
Up first, we got Dutch balls.
Bitterballen.
What?
Bitterballen. Bitterballen.
Okay.
I think.
It's so hot. So it's literally like beef ragu
Yeah.
that's fried. So it's
Yeah.
delicious.
Oh, it's so good.
Apparently up next we need to try that with mustard. It's good, different, but I wouldn't say that it's better with mustard. I like it on its own. It's funny because we're just sitting at this little table and like we became the show, like everyone is looking at us. You just gotta accept it and do it in filming in public. There's probably over 100 people walking every single minute in front of us. It's just part of the game.
I just stopped looking.
Yeah. So up next we have the croquette, which is basically like deep fried meat in a bun.
Explode it.
I got surprised because I was waiting for like just normal meat inside, but it's liquid and it's very hot. That's delicious though. Whew, scary.
You were legit scared on that.
I thought I was gonna burn myself so bad. Good stuff, right?
That's really good.
Well, let me tell you, it's a good thing that we are walking a lot today because literally everything we ate, apart from the chocolate this morning, was deep fried. So I'd say I'm pretty sad I'm not hungry because there's a Mexican taco booth there, but I'm here for authentic food. When we go to Mexico, we'll eat tacos, but it's hard to just pass by. Here's what I really like about Amsterdam. It's a massive city with everything you can dream of. But on top of that, it has like a small town feel with local bars and butcher shop and cheese shop and like all these little like artisan and markets and everything. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I live here. We're moving here? Why not? So we just entered the red light district, which is, I don't know, I just feel like I had to see it. Like you hear about it so much that when you're here, might as well check it out. So this is kind of an area where there's a lot of fun grass, abuse of adult juices, and women of the night. Is that family friendly enough?
Yeah.
If you're an adult, you should understand what I'm saying. I would say during the day at least, no drastic change, like a few things that I can't really film or talk about too much, adult stuff, but people are still like walking around with their kids, and just, you know, enjoying the neighborhood. It's still a very nice neighborhood. Some of it actually looks like Venice with the little river in the middle. Like, it's beautiful.
So I would say this area is definitely male dominant. It smells a lot of fun grass everywhere.
So now we are kind of like on the most famous part of the red light district. Like everywhere, I'm not supposed to film around here, but everywhere basically where you see the building with the red curtains, this is where the girls come and show themselves, and then you can pick who you want to spend some quality time with, and then you just go in and get service. I'm trying to stay family friendly here. This district is not just for fun, you can also learn. They have a few museums about adult activities, museum about the women of the night, but basically, long story short, oh wow, okay, there's one there. I can't film it. I'm not gonna film it. I'm gonna put the camera this way. But basically, the reason of the district here is because back in the days with the sailor, the harbor is very close to here, so all the sailors were coming here to shore to party and let loose before going back at sea.
I promise you, you will not be disappointed.
Is that it?
So it is 5 to 3 p.m. and the amount of very intoxicated people and bachelor parties going strong that we've seen so far, quite impressive. I bet it's a much different experience at night. Again, the architecture in Amsterdam is a solid 10 out of 10. Beautiful. The one thing that's really cool about most cities in Europe as a tourist or as a resident, to be honest, is the train system. Like the local transit are just so good, so easy to use, and fairly affordable. Today we paid what, 10 euros a person? 20 euros? 21 euros for a full day pass, giving us access to all the public transit, which is a pretty good deal. Always take the stairs, especially when you only eat fried food. And just like that, we are back at the airport where everything started this morning. Amsterdam, it was a fun time and I would love to come back. But until next time, see you guys
in Portugal.